I've seen it in a pre-workout, you've seen it in a pre-workout. Let's say together, what is Yerba Mate? Yerba Mate is something that a lot of people will replace coffee with, drinking this in the morning to really get them up, give them some energy. We also know that Yerba Mate contains a lot of xanthines like caffeine, theophylline, and theobromine. And just these three ingredients already increase your cognition, your performance, your weight loss, and everything. However, what Yerba Mate specifically promotes is increased antioxidant, decreased cholesterol, increased weight loss, specifically weight loss, and a slow release of energy. So now, how does Yerba Mate actually work? First of all, some compounds in Yerba Mate are known to scavenge free radicals. A free radical is a type of unstable molecule that is made during normal cell metabolism, and this molecule will damage your cells. So if a substance has antioxidant properties, it will scavenge those free radicals, eliminate them so your cells can't be damaged. Then another mechanism that Yerba Mate works through is it increases GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1. And this is known to really make you more satiated, less hungry, and thus this can really lead to weight loss, fat reduction, and all of that. And lastly, obviously, because Yerba Mate has caffeine, theophylline, and theobromine, those three compounds work on their own through their own systems and can further increase cognition, increase performance, increase energy. Now, moving on to dosing. The dosing is very, very strange. So I'll kind of go through two different ideas. You could be using Yerba Mate in tea format, so drinking through cups, or you could be using it as a supplement. If you're drinking through cups, you should be using up to about 3 or 4 cups daily. So that is around a liter of Yerba Mate every single day. On the other hand, if you're using it through a supplement, it is said that you can be using up to about 3 grams of this supplement daily. However, I really suggest that you take it slow. Maybe start out at 500 milligrams and then work up to 3 grams, and that should probably be good. However, you also have to remember that Yerba Mate contains caffeine. 1 cup of Yerba Mate contains about 80 milligrams of caffeine. So if you're drinking 3 or 4 cups of Yerba Mate, that can be as high as 320 milligrams of caffeine, which you should not be consuming every single day. On the other hand, if you're supplementing this with capsules, it is not very clear how much caffeine content they have. So just be very careful with this, because you can overdose on caffeine and you can develop a resistance or an addiction to caffeine. Now, moving on to the studies. First of all, I have 2 studies here pretty much suggesting that it does increase antioxidant defense in the body. Then we have another interesting study where here postmenopausal women used Yerba Mate for about 4 years, 1 liter daily, and they found that it increased bone mineral density, meaning your bones are more dense. Then a study on the cholesterol reduction effects of Yerba Mate, and here they pretty much found that it increased HDL, which is the good cholesterol, and it decreased LDL, which is the bad cholesterol. And obviously, lower levels of cholesterol result in less risk of heart disease, so this is very good. And then we have a bunch of studies on the weight loss effects of Yerba Mate. However, this one right here, I believe, is the most important one. A 2015 study basically found that it does decrease fat through the increase of GLP-1, and also, very interestingly, it reduced expression of genes that were changed due to people being obese. So meaning when people became obese, their genes kind of changed, they got damaged, right? And if they used Yerba Mate, it kind of reversed that damage, which is very, very interesting studies here. And lastly, to really touch on some of the negative side effects of Yerba Mate, it is proposed that the smoky version of Yerba Mate could potentially be carcinogenic, meaning it could induce cancer. Here you can see 2 studies found that people who use Yerba Mate were at higher risk of cancer than people who did not use it or did not smoke and did not use alcohol. Right now, if you're choosing between a cup of coffee and a cup of Yerba Mate, I would probably suggest the coffee. There's a lot more studies on that. There needs to be a lot more studies on the risks of Yerba Mate, and there needs to be a lot more studies on the performance increasing effects of Yerba Mate, and then maybe I could suggest this. Especially, I would love to see more studies on the comparison of caffeine and Yerba Mate to really see if caffeine is not just the only thing that's working in Yerba Mate. So for a rating in the comment, I would probably put this into a high C tier. As much as people want this to be the magical supplement, right now there's promising studies, just not enough. However, if you're getting into weight loss, definitely something to try. If you want to know more about pre-workouts or pre-workout ingredients, go down in the description, join my Discord through the link, ask me any questions, I will answer. Thank you for watching.